Connor has the call with that. That is Ridgeview hosting Hinton. So to lead things off, it's going to be Sydney Livermore, and Taylor Canuck will await for Livermore to get into the batter's box. We're just kind of waiting for things to start here. And here in the regional semifinals, I think this is the first game I've noticed where there is one official behind the home plate, and then we've got an official down the first baseline, and also another umpire down the first and third baseline. So, yeah, there's 3 umpires is what I'm getting at here. So it is Sydney Livermore to lead things off. That's going to miss high for ball number 1. Sydney Livermore digs in. She's a .236 hitter this season for the Jays. Plays shortstop, Taylor Canuck, and she's ready to go to the plate. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, no score. Top half of the first inning here in Correctionville. I've got Carter Norris here with me. And Carter, this is the first time I've been here. That parking lot's pretty new.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty new. The school looks pretty good over there. Here's the ball popped up, fouled away.
Just put that parking lot in about a year ago. Gets a lot of use out of it.
Yeah, because I remember coming here before. There was kind of a little parking area, grass area, and if you didn't get there, you had to park up by the school.
It's always a long walk down here.
I could always use a little bit of a longer walk, though. It's okay.
Me as well.
But it's always nice to have that. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Got her looking. Hit the outside corner. That is strikeout number 1 for Taylor Canuck. That's going to bring up Tiffany Wardehoff. She's a .333 hitter from the left side of the plate. And it looks like she's one of those slap hitters as we see the infield moving in. The second baseman, Kaylee Canuck, playing just about even with her sister, the pitcher. And that's going to miss for ball number 1. Third baseman, Maddie Thomas, is playing in very shallow as well. So a 1-0 count here to Tiffany Wardehoff, a .333 hitter. Takes a look at strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on. Top half of the first inning here. This is a regional semifinal, Region 1, Class 1A. Here's the 1-1 to the plate. There's a little slap bunt. Thomas down at third, over to first in time. That was a really nice throw by Maddie Thomas at third, and that's why the defense was lined up that way. Made good work of it. Going to bring up the catcher, Addison Weber. Addison Weber this year batting .520 is her batting average. Where's number 11? That's right-handed. She drove in 9 RBIs this season. She took a look at ball 1 from Canuck. Addison Weber, the batter here for the Jays. She's going to hit one out to right field. That's going to be a base hit. That'll be a base hit for Addison Weber. She was up there ready for that strike. Going to bring up Alyssa Colbeck to the plate. She's a .294 hitter. Carter, anytime anybody steps in the box with a .520 batting average, you know they're going to be swinging the bat.
Pretty good odds of that, yeah.
That's going to bring up Alyssa Colbeck. She's a .294 hitter. Whereas number 2 plays left field. All right, so Taylor Canuck sets, fires. That one's going to miss high. That's going to be ball 1. And Addison Weber, I've seen her play basketball. And
really good athlete.
I was just going to say, she's a very good all-around athlete and very aggressive as well.
Oh, yeah.
1-0 the count, so we could maybe see her try and take a bag here. Here's the ball fouled away, so that's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. So all 3 batters, well, with the exception of Weber, I guess she had a 1-0 count when she had her base hit, but the 2 batters before that also had a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Alyssa Colbeck. Runner at first. We're in Correctionville on a warm, breezy night. The flag at left field blowing straight in almost. That one's going to miss inside. Alace with a throw to second. Did they get the tag? No. Coming over from short trying to lay the tag down was Brittany Meyer. Not a bad throw by Olace. Just pulled her off the bag a little bit too much.
I think you'll see a lot of that tonight from her especially.
And we're going to bring in a courtesy runner here for the catcher. That is Jasmine Lubbin. Lubbin. Could be Lubin. Lubbin. We'll just say Jasmine. She's on second base.
Your guess is as good as mine.
It's kind of like some places you go, they say Schrader. You go a few miles down the road, it's Schroeder.
Right.
So here is Colbeck at the plate, so a stolen base for Weber. Runner in scoring position, 1-1 the count to Colbeck. She's a .294 hitter. And we're waiting for the home plate official to make his way back behind the plate. I believe the count 2-1. 2-1 the count to Colbeck. Yes, that last pitch was a ball. So here's the 2-1. That one's going to be chopped over to first, and that's going to be an error. They throw to first, not in time. That was a tough play at first base for Sarah Holtz to handle. Carter, that just took a big bounce. Tough to play that.
Oh, yeah. Just foul right in front of her. Took a nice bounce for Gehlen.
So that's going to move that runner over to third. So now you've got runners on the corners, first and third. And this is going to bring up Josie Colbeck, the second baseman. She's a .295 hitter. Runners at first and third. Taylor Canuck comes to the plate. A swing and a miss. And this is where you like to have a senior on the mound because, even though maybe your defense made a mistake, you can just think to yourself, all we need is one out to get out of this inning.
A lot of experience up there.
Here's the 0-1. That one is going to be hit right back to Taylor. She's going to go to first in time for out number 3 in that half inning. The Jays score no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base. Due up for River Valley, it's going to be the top of the order with Taylor Canuck, Kaylee Canuck, and Brittany Meyer.
Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
And we've edited it and cut it.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with.
Always have one thing in mind: you, your happiness, and your course of health. They understand. So come see the difference at Correctionville Specialty Care in Correctionville.
KCHE AM 1440 along with Fuller Digital Solutions. We are tied 0-0 heading into the bottom half of the first. It's Taylor Canuck to lead things off for the Wolverines, a .444 hitter. She's going to pop one up. That'll get backhand out of play, and that will bring the count to 0-1. On deck, Kaylee Canuck, then Brittany Meyer on the mound for the Jays. It is number 3. That is Riley Schnepf. In there, called strike 2. So Riley, let's see here. Riley Schnepf is a sophomore with a 1.49 ERA. Riley sets, fires to the plate, 0-2 the count. Good eye there by Taylor Canuck. Taylor Canuck, the pitcher for the River Valley Wolverines, batting .444. And she's got a lot of RBIs this year, 25 RBIs batting in that leadoff spot. And here's the 1-2. She's going to hit one foul down the first base side. So I'll ask Carter, has Taylor been batting leadoff for most of the season?
Yeah, they don't change the lineup too much around hitting-wise. They like to get Taylor on and bunt her over with Kaylee. I wouldn't be surprised to see that happen if she gets on here.
And I was just asking that because 25 RBIs at the top of your lineup, that means the bottom of your lineup's getting on base pretty well. That one's going to miss high, ball 2. Did not go.
It's one of the good things about this group. About everybody 1 through 9 on the hitting lineup can hit.
We kind of saw that the other night against Hartley Melvin Sanborn.
Right.
2-2 the count to Taylor. Here's the pitch. That one's going to miss high, ball 3. So now a full count. Riley Schnepf, the pitcher for Gehlen. She will get set. Here's the full count pitch. That ball is going to be hit out towards right field, and it is caught for out number 1. Out in right field, that is Anissa Cleach. And Carter, I feel like that one, if there wouldn't have been a whole lot of wind blowing, that one might have fallen in for a base hit.
I was just thinking the same thing.
because that wind's blowing in, maybe towards right field. Blew it over to that right fielder just a little bit. Kaylee Canuck to the plate, a .333 hitter. Takes a look at ball one. Riley Schnepf likes to keep the balls up in the zone here. You can tell she keeps trying to catch that upper portion of the zone. She's ready to pitch. Here's the 0-1, or 1-0. Now it's 1-1. A swing and a miss by Kaylee Canuck. She's a .333 hitter this season in that number 2 spot. On deck, Brittany Meyer. Here's the pitch. Runs inside, ball 2. What do you think about the velocity here from Riley Schnepf, the pitcher of Gehlen? She throws hard.
She's really good, yeah. She can throw them right past them sometimes.
Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. That one might have been a little bit low, but could have been a called strike if she wouldn't have swinged. And when it's coming in so quick like that,
they're hard to lay off.
They are. 2-2 the count, 1 out, nobody on, no score. Bottom half of the first. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 2. It's going to bring up Brittany Meyer. Brittany Meyer is the shortstop here for the River Valley Wolverines. She wears number 18, bats right-handed. She's a junior. .419 hitter this season, leads the Wolverines this year with 33 RBIs this season. There's a swing and a miss. Good pop in the glove there by Riley Schnepf, the pitcher for Lamar's Gehlen. 0-1 the count to Brittany Meyer, a .419 hitter. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. That one was high outside. That's going to be popped up over to short. I was kind of surprised she took a swing at that high pitch.
Looked pretty high.
So that will be out number 3 in that half inning. The Wolverines score no runs, no hits, nobody left on base, no errors. We will go to the bottom half, or top half of the second. It's going to be Chloe Bunkers, Harley Foreman, and Riley Schnepf. We'll be back here in 60 seconds on KCAG AM 1440 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with care.
At Mercy One Clinic in Correctionville.
Correctionville Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
Second inning is in there for a called strike to Chloe Bunkers, the third baseman. She's batting .320 this season. Here's the pitch from Taylor Canuck. Kind of jammed her. That's a slow roller. Oh, it went foul. Over at first base for the Wolverines, Sarah Holtz maybe could have grabbed that quick and stepped on the bag.
Looked for a second like she was going to.
But it had a kind of nasty spin on it, and it went foul. So 0-2 count here to Chloe Bunkers. With nobody on, Taylor Canuck can kind of be a little bit creative with their pitches here. Goes right after her.
Nice pitch there.
That's out number 1. It's going to bring up Harley Foreman. Harley Foreman, the designated player, a .208 hitter this season. On deck, the pitcher, Riley Schnepf. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 1. Taylor Canuck, all business here in the top half of the second.
Seeing a lot of strikes from both pitchers tonight.
They're both around the zone. There's the called strike 2. So 0-2 the count, 1 out. We're in the top half of the second inning. Here's the 0-2. Just missed the outside corner, ball 1. As we sitting here in Correctionville, we can see the water tower straightaway center almost. And towards right center field, you can see the pool. There's a ball fouled away. See a few kids doing flips and dives off the high dive over there.
I wouldn't mind to be one of them right now. Pretty hot out.
It's a good day to be in the pool. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We do have a little bit of a breeze here, though. That's helping us out. Here's the 1-2 from Canuck. Missed just low. Good pitch placement there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count. This one is going to be chopped out to second base. High hop over to first. Won't be in time. That was tough for Kaylee Canuck at second base. So that's going to bring up Riley, the pitcher. Riley Schnepf, the pitcher, steps in. She's a 174 hitter. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss high. And I know Riley Schnepf missed some time this season because I believe there was somebody in her family had COVID. She never had it, but
that's right.
They cornered her, just her, from the rest of the team. And here's a ball hit up the middle through Kaylee Canuck. And that will be a single. So Foreman to second. Schnepf to first. One away, two on. That's going to bring up number 9 hitter, Emily Kellen. She's a 245 hitter from the right side of the plate. And coming in to run for the pitcher is number 4, Alish. Number 4, Mackenzie Alish. This home plate umpire, he just kind of cracks me up. He's not in a hurry to get anywhere.
He's taking his time.
So Mackenzie Alish will be the courtesy runner. And the batter is Emily Klein at second base, Harley Foreman. So 2 on with 1 out, an opportunity here for Gehlen. And they're going to pop this one up. That's over to the right side. And Canuck goes to first, just bad base running. So that is a double play. And I'm sure Coach Tony Gunner is not happy about that. He's just kind of standing there at third base like, what were you thinking? You had a tag on that little pop fly.
Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, maybe she thought there was 2 outs in that half inning. Oh, they did say infield fly rule, I guess. I couldn't hear it with the headphones on. Thanks to the spectators for helping us out there. In that half inning, Lamar's Gehlen scores no runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. Due up for the Wolverines, it's going to be Thomas, Todd, and Elise. We'll be back.
Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
Or any of their locations across Northwest Iowa, and let them talk about how they can help your office.
Caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in the all-day breakfast menu, all with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with.
So come see the difference at Correctionville Specialty Care in Correctionville.
KCHE AM 1444 Digital Solutions. A quick 0-2 count here to Maddie Thomas. She's a 286 hitter. She's one of those batters that's always aggressive in the box. So 0-2 the count to Maddie Thomas. 286 hitter this season, 18 RBIs, and she hits a high one out towards shallow center, caught by the shortstop for out number 1. Good play by the shortstop. That is Sydney Livermore. And Carter, you can definitely see with anything hitting the air, this wind is definitely playing effect.
It's moving it around quite a bit.
Anything popped up, it's moving from the left side to the right side. That's going to be ball 1 to Katrina Todd, the center fielder. She's a 217 hitter this season. And here's the pitch from Riley. That one's going to miss low, ball 2. So 2-0 the count. On deck you have the catcher Daisy Olace.
I think sometimes it is more of a struggle to pitch against a left-handed hitter than it is. It can throw you off sometimes.
Definitely can. Here is the 2-0. That's going to make it 3-0, especially after you've seen, righty after righty after righty. You get a lefty in there. It's tough to make that adjustment. So 3-0 the count here from Riley Schnepf, the pitcher for Gehlen. The batter, Katrina Todd, the center fielder. The 3-0 takes a look at strike one. Coach D. Norris down the third baseline probably said, oh, don't swing at that. Very rarely do you ever see anybody with a green light on a 3-0. Here's the 3-1 to the plate. In there, called strike two. So full count here as Riley Schnepf is battling back here against Katrina Todd. Here's the full count. That one is a foul ball down the third base side. And Tony Gunner down the third base side. The coach retrieved that ball.
Saw him poke his foot out there.
Tony Gunner, actually the Cherokee Braves football coach. Swing and a miss by Katrina Todd. So that's what you have to be up against when you deal with a pitcher like Riley Schnepf is, Todd was ahead 3-0 in that count, came back, battled back, got the strikeout.
She can always battle back.
Just going to bring up the catcher, Daisy Olace. She's a good hitter, .333 this season, or .311 this season. That's from the right side. 2 outs, nobody on, no score. Bottom half of the second here between the River Valley Wolverines and Lamar's Gehlen. Here is the pitch. That one's going to be fouled straight back. If there wouldn't have been a fence there, Carter would have got a free haircut.
Always makes me jump.
0-1 the count. I think it was last Monday I was doing MMCRU at St. Mary's. Here's a ball hit out to second base. Fielded cleanly over to first in time for out number 3. But there was a TV cameraman down the left field line, and there was about 4 softballs hit at him right in a row. And he just kind of looked and said, what do I got to do? I got to get out of here. So we're going to go to the top half of the third inning scoreless, and it's going to be the top of the order due up for the Lamar's Gehlen Jays. It's going to be Livermore, Wardehoff, and Weber. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Fuller.
Caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
Selection and better prices that compete with the big boys.
Correctionville Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them at Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
Your course of health. They understand. So come see the difference at Correctionville Specialty Care in Correctionville.
KCHE AM 1440 along with Fuller Digital Solutions. And we're headed to the top of the third inning scoreless here between River Valley and Lamar's Gehlen. Once again, this is a Class 1A regional semifinal. River Valley comes into the game 19-2, and it is a 10-8 record for Lamar's Gehlen Catholic. First pitch is a ball thrown from Taylor Canuck. So it is 1-0 the count to Sydney Livermore. Today she is 0 for 1. Her first time up, she struck out looking. That one runs inside for ball number 2. 2-0 the count, just starting the top half of the third inning between the Wolverines and the Jays. No score. Here is the pitch. That one's going to be grounded out to short. Meyer over to first in time.
Nice throw by Meyer. She got a really good arm over there at short.
Going to bring up Tiffany Wardehoff, the center fielder. So Tiffany Wardehoff will dig in here. And she's a lefty, and remember last time she grounded out to Thomas at third. Here's the pitch. Takes a look at ball 1. Kind of one of those slap hitters from the left side. Takes about a half a step as the pitch is coming in. Suppose they like to get out of the box quicker. That's going to miss outside, ball 2. I would hate to do that against a pitcher that throws really hard because it's just coming in so much quicker.
I'd be a little scared myself.
And Taylor throws pretty tough. That's in there for a strike. 2-1 the count to Tiffany Wardehoff. Here's the 2-1. Misses outside. 3-1. And Carter, this is kind of one of those things where you said, you know, sometimes it is a little tougher to pitch to lefties after you see a lot of righties in a row.
Especially one that's slapping.
3-1 the count. And that one is fouled into the backstop. So 3-2, full count here. Got Taylor Canuck out on the mound. Taylor Canuck, is she a senior this year?
That's right, yep.
Senior. Here's the 3-2. Swung at and missed. So a nice battle back there again. I think that was a 3-0 count or a 2-1.
Yep.
And Taylor battled back. So that's going to bring up Addison Weber. Today she's 1 for 1. She's 1 for 1 with a single. A .520 hitter. I would not give her a first pitch fastball. Or if you do, leave it up in the zone where she can't hit it.
Right.
Ball one. 1-0 the count. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The flag out in left field blowing straight in towards home plate, maybe over towards the first base side just a bit. Here's the 1-1. That's going to miss low. 2 balls, 1 strike. I don't think we'll see any home runs hit out here tonight.
I was just going to say that. Wind's kind of pulling it in.
Have you seen a lot of home runs this year?
I think I've seen 2. I saw 1 Brittany Meyer hit it wet. No, actually, I've seen 4 because let's see who it was.
Here's a ball hit very high, shallow center, caught for out number 3.
Maddie Thomas hit one against Woodbury Central, I remember.
I've only seen 2 all year long, and they were both this last Wednesday night in the MMCRU game.
Really?
Only
baseball or softball?
Combined. That was a softball game, but yeah, that was the only 2 I'd seen all year long. So with that last third out, the fly out, we're going to go to the bottom half of the third. Due up for the River Valley Wolverines, it's going to be Sarah Holtz, Izzy Deeds, and Danica DeWitt, batters 7, 8, and 9. We'll be back in 60 seconds on KCHE AM 1440 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
FNB Bank in Correctionville, member FDIC. At Mercy One Clinics in Correctionville, Kingsley, and Anson, they care about your well-being. From simple checkups to sports physicals and even more serious conditions, trust their friendly and knowledgeable staff at Mercy One Clinics in Correctionville, Kingsley, and Anson. Everyone needs medical services sometime, so when you're in need, remember the people who care. Good luck, area athletes, from Mercy One Clinic in Correctionville, Kingsley, and Anson.
KCHE AM 1440 alongside Fuller Digital Solutions. It is Sarah Holtz, the batter for the Wolverines. She started off with strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to the plate. It's going to miss inside.
Seen a lot of 1-1 counts tonight.
A lot of 1-1. Is Riley Schnepf, the pitcher for Lamar's Gehlen. She's quick to the plate. That's going to be swung at and missed, strike 2. And Riley Schnepf does that kind of quarter turn thing before she comes to the plate. Not sure why pitchers do that. See, she's rubbing the ball in her pants, does about a quarter turn, now comes to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's out number 1 here in the bottom half of the third. Still scoreless. River Valley looking for their first base runner of the game here. It's been a fly out, a strikeout, a pop-up, a strikeout, a ground out, and a strikeout to start the game off here. And it is Izzy Deeds, the designated player. Izzy takes a swing and misses, 0-1 the count.
He's only an 8th grader this year.
That's good whenever you can get 8th graders into your varsity lineup. 0-1 the count. This one is fouled straight back. That actually went off the post behind home plate here on the backstop. Didn't hit the netting. So the count 0-2 here. So see what Riley Schnepf does here. Here's the 0-2. That's going to miss upstairs. Riley Schnepf. That's going to miss low. So Schnepf here. Oh, 1 ball, 2 strike count to Izzy Deeds. Actually 2-2, even it up. So Deeds digs back in. Schnepf comes to the plate. Called strike 3. Got her looking. That's the second strikeout in a row, and strikeout number 4 of the game for the pitcher Riley Schnepf of Lamar's Gehlen. That's going to bring up Danica DeWitt. Danica DeWitt, the left fielder, a 263 hitter. Here's the pitch, and she swings and misses. That was a good cut, but man, Schnepf, she's got good velocity on the pitches there. It's hard to catch up with those.
Seen a lot of that tonight.
0-1 the count. Here's the pitch, swung at and missed, so another quick 0-2. So Riley Schnepf, the pitcher of Lamar's Gehlen, trying to strike out the side here. We're in the bottom half of the third, no score. River Valley has had no base runners. Here's the 0-2, swung at and missed. That is strike 3, out number 3. That was a swing and miss half inning there. 3 up, 3 down. Nobody left on base, no runs scored. We're going to go to the top half of the 4th inning, and it's going to be Alyssa Colbeck, Josie Colbeck, and Chloe Bunkers due up for the Jays. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
When she pitched, as she
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
what's in her career.
Really?
As-
Schnepf Body Shop in Correctionville. Not just service, not just body. We do it all.
KCHE AM 1440, Fuller Digital Solutions. It is a 0-0 ball game here to start the top half of the 4th. That pitch is going to run inside, ball 1 from Alyssa Colbeck. So 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count to Colbeck. Today she has reached on an error. That's going to miss high, ball 2. So Taylor Canuck needs to kind of settle back in here. She pitched a good top half of the 3rd. Now we're in the top half of the 4th. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Got the lights on here in Correctionville. Probably a little early to turn them on, but
I was thinking that. Sun's still out.
might as well turn them on before you have to. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss high. 3-1 to Alyssa Colbeck, the left fielder. So 3-1, a hitter's count. She's a 294 hitter. Here's the 3-1. That is going to be grounded right past the first baseman. I think I'm going to mark that as a base hit. That was a hard hit ball. So that's going to bring up Josie Colbeck. Josie Colbeck, last time up, grounded out to second. So Gehlen with a base runner aboard here. Now you maybe think about bunting that runner over. Here's the pitch and the shown bunt, and it is laid down. They go to first in time. Was it Thomas that threw that, Maddie?
Looked like it, yep.
That was
Haley on the catch.
That was a nice throw there by Maddie. One away brings up Chloe Bunkers, the third baseman. She's a 320 hitter. On deck it would be Harley Foreman, then Riley Schnepf, the pitcher. Chloe Bunkers today 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She's a 320 hitter this season. And assistant coach Canuck, what's his first name? Scott. I can never remember his first name. Giving some advice. He's been involved with this River Valley softball program.
He has had those Jenna and Allison who played when I was just little, I remember. So he's always been involved with the program.
A lot of Canucks and a lot of Getches.
Yep.
In there for strike one to Chloe Bunkers. I think at one point, I remember doing a basketball game. I want to say there was like 2 Getches and 3 Canucks on the floor. I just called everybody by their first name doing that basketball game.
That's pretty likely, always. That's
Here's the 1-1 count. One ball, one strike, one out. One on here. Runner at second base is Alyssa Colbeck at the plate. Chloe Bunkers, a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. The batter, Chloe Bunkers. This is an important out here with one out and a runner at second. Good pitch there, just missed outside.
That's a good 1-2 pitch.
Tell you, Daisy Olace is quick getting that ball back to
She's
Taylor.
really good at framing them as well.
2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 2. Taylor Canuck has now struck out 4 batters here in the contest. And we are in the top half of the 4th inning. No score. This regional semifinal, Class 1A, Region 1. It's Harley Foreman. Last time up, she reached on an error. She's a 208 hitter this season. Runner at second with 2 away. There's a ball hit past Canuck at second, and that runner is going to come to the plate. Here's the throw, and now the throw to second base. So a run scores there on the base hit by Foreman. Alyssa Colbeck scores from second. And Carter, that's something, when there's 2 outs, you're running on the hit ball anyway, so.
That's the benefit of that.
1 out, or 1 in, 2 outs. It's Riley Schnepf, the pitcher. Today she's 1 for 1 with a single. So at second base, it's Harley Foreman. Got 2 away here. Taylor Canuck needs to settle down and just go after the batter here. That's going to miss high, ball 1. Riley Schnepf is a 174 hitter this season in limited at-bats. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That's swung at and missed. Nice pitch there from Taylor. I'll put you on the spot here, Carter. Do you remember if your superintendent here, Ken Slater,
Yep.
if he's listening, he won't like this story. Here's a ball hit out to second base. I'll tell it the next half inning.
Sounds good.
That is out number 3. That is a ground out to second base. In that half inning, Lamar's Gehlen scores 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 1 on base. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 4th. Due up for River Valley. It's the top of the order with Taylor Canuck, Kaylee Canuck, and Brittany Meyer. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KCHE AM 1440 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
F&B Bank in Correctionville wishes to express their
Correctionville Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
The bottom half of the 4th here in this regional final in Class 1A. It's 1-0 Lamar's Gehlen. It's top of the order, Taylor Canuck to the plate. I brought up Ken Slater because I remember at one point he was the head basketball coach at Ridgeview.
Yep.
And they were here playing River Valley. And I want to say it was maybe Mason Olitz. For some reason I can remember that name. He was a senior. And one of his teammates hit a basket for River Valley after the buzzer went off.
I think I remember this.
And the officials counted it, and pretty much the officials just took off.
I do remember that one. My dad was the coach for River Valley.
There's a ball hit over to short, the throw to first, not in time. I tell you, that was a good attempt by the shortstop, Sydney Livermore. Kind of bobbled it off her glove, but it rolled right up her arm. Then coming to have to mark that at E6. So, and Carter and I were just talking at the break, the River Valley just needs to figure out how to get somebody on base. Once you get one on, that kind of gives everybody else a little more confidence.
It's a good icebreaker. There's that bunt.
The bunt, they'll go to second base, and they get the lead runner. That was a good throw by the third baseman there, Chloe Bunkers.
I don't see that very often. I don't see him go to second off a bunt too often.
Not very often. So Kaylee Canuck at first now. Now you have Brittany Meyer. I don't think you necessarily want to bunt with Brittany Meyer here. She's a .419 hitter. Takes a look at inside, called strike one. Brittany Meyer leads the team with 33 RBIs. What grade is Brittany in?
She's my grade, junior.
She's a junior.
Going to be a senior.
0-1 the count, 1 out, 1 on. Swing and a miss, the throw down to second, a one hopper. And Kaylee Canuck is in with a stolen base. 0-1 the count here. I think that, or was that last pitch? Yes, 1-1.
I think you like where you're at for River Valley here. You got a power hitter on the plate and a speedy runner on second.
Good opportunity. Here's the 1-1. In there. Is that called strike three? That was the third strike already? I thought it.
Scoreboard said 1-1.
Yeah, it's 2-2. Well, I guess Myers struck out. That's a tough break. I thought it was a 1-2 count.
I think once you go to the dugout, then it's also an out. So I think that's.
Maddie Thomas pops one up over first base side, caught for out number 3. So in that half inning, River Valley scores no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on base. And due up for the Jays of Lamar's Gehlen, it will be batters number 9, 1, and 2 with Kellen, Livermore, and Wardehoff. Will be back in 60 seconds. It's 1-0. Lamar's Gehlen leads. Back with the top of the 5th in 1 minute on KCH.
Building Center Incorporated, located in beautiful Correctionville, Iowa. They have the lumber you need for building your new home, or maybe something even bigger. Correctionville Building Center prides themselves on great customer service and helping you get what you need for your next building project. Visit them in Correctionville today or call 372-4640. Correctionville Building Center.
Good luck, area athletes from Mercy One Clinic.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
For FDIC.
KCHE AM 1440, a little bit of miscommunication there. Emily Kellen hit one up first base side, and I think Daisy Olace could have had a play with it. Taylor Canuck, the pitcher, could have had a play at it, and Sam Holtz at first base could have had a play at it, but nobody communicated that, who was going to catch the ball. And plus the wind pushed it out quite a bit as well. 0-1 the count, now 1-1 to Emily Kellen. Last time up, she hit that pop-up that was an infield fly. I think Taylor requested a different softball. I'm not sure. I know in baseball they use, I think it's Spalding balls during the tournaments. And I think it's kind of up to the schools of what they want to use during the regular season, but they go to Spalding in the tournament. So 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Kellen. That ball is crushed to deep left field. Over the left fielder's head, and that's going to be a stand-up double. That was a hard-hit ball. Danica DeWitt made a good play at it, but that's a leadoff double.
I think if there's no wind, that one might be gone.
I think you're exactly right, because it didn't even hop. It hit about 3/4 of the way up the fence. And now you think about it, now you've got that runner at second base where somebody probably should have caught that little pop-up on the first base side.
I was just thinking that.
That's kind of an unnecessary base runner. And now the worst news is you have the top of the lineup at the plate here with no outs for Gehlen. That's good news if you're a Gehlen fan. 0-1 the count. Nice pitch by Taylor Canuck. That senior was able to settle right back in after giving up the hit. 0-1 the count. Sydney Livermore, the shortstop, a .236 hitter. This is her third plate appearance here. Not sure. Not sure what the home plate umpire was saying there. Here's the 0-1. That's going to miss low, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, runner at second base. It's Emily Kellen. Sydney Livermore, the shortstop at the plate now. Today she's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to short. She's a .236 hitter this season. Here's the 1-1. Goes to attempt the bunt, and offers at it and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Daisy Olace wanted to throw back down to second base, but nobody was covering as Kellen had gotten a pretty good jump there. So 1-2 the count to Livermore. And that ball is going to be hit hard but foul down the first base side. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Sydney Livermore, the top of the order hitter. No outs, 1 on, top half of the 5th here for Lamar's Gehlen. They lead 1-0. Here's the 1-2. That ball's fouled straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So, overall, this is a pretty young team here for River Valley.
Only losing 2 seniors this year.
Taylor Canuck, and the other senior is...
Kaylee Canuck, second baseman.
Kaylee Canuck, okay. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be fouled away. So, looking at the stats here, we'll see, has Taylor pitched... I'm sure there's been some other players that have pitched here for the Wolverines.
Maddie Thomas has gotten in there a little time sometimes, and Claudia Pry, I think, pitched 1 or 2 games.
Okay. Here's the pitch. This ball is fouled away. Battling at the plate, Sydney Livermore. She's got a 2-2 count, I believe. So, yeah, Maddie Thomas. I remember her sister McKenna was a pretty good pitcher.
Really good player all around, yeah. Part of that state team in 2015.
Yep. 1-2 the count. This ball is going to be slapped out to right field for a base hit. And they'll hold up that runner at third. So Kellen at third. Livermore gets a single. So runners on the corners here. And we'll see if Coach Norris wants to come out and talk things over, or Scott Canuck wants to come out. They're going to let Taylor dig in herself. So here's Tiffany Wardehoff. Normally a slap hitter, runners at first and third. Maybe she'll try and bunt that runner first over to second. Home plate umpire not ready. Now he is. And she's going to show bunt. They throw back down to third. The runner goes into second base. So Livermore with the stolen base. 1-0 the count to Wardehoff. And Wardehoff, a slap hitter, probably won't be effective here too much, because if there's a ball hit in the infield, they'll probably just go back to home with it. And actually that is effective as she hits one through the left side of the infield. A base hit there. That brings in Kellen. Livermore stayed at second. So now 1 run in, runners at first and second.
Still no outs.
Still no outs, and brings up Addison Weber, a .520 hitter. This is not the batter you want at the plate if you're the River Valley Wolverines.
Yeah, this is trouble for him.
Addison Weber at the plate. Here's the pitch. And she's going to hit one high, deep left field. Should be caught, and it is for out number 1. And Carter, I think if there was no wind, that one probably would have had a good chance.
Yeah.
That's what they call a loud out. Brings up Alyssa Colbeck. Today she's 1 for 2, has reached on an error, and also singled and scored a run. That last run was back in the top half of the 4th. There's 1 run in here in the top half of the 5th. That high pitch gets away from Olace, and Livermore will move to third, Wardehoff to second, and a 1-0 count, I believe, here to Alyssa Colbeck. So a 1-0 count to Colbeck. Taylor Canuck with 1 out. Runners at second and third. Fires to the plate. Going to show bunt. And now they got to go back to third. They got her. Got too far off the bag at third was Livermore. And you could hear You can hear Coach Tony Gunner down the third baseline yelling, back, 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 back.
Just a little late there on the slide back.
Good throw by Olace.
Really nice play.
So that takes you from runners at second, third with 1 out to a runner at second with 2 outs. Nice play there by the River Valley Wolverines. And the batter is Alyssa Colbeck, a .294 hitter. Here's the pitch. And that ball's popped up foul. So I think that moves the count to 1-2. And a young fan wanted to go get the ball, but River Valley has to send a player out to get it.
See a lot of that.
Part of the COVID regulations. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs, runner at second. Here's the pitch from Canuck. That is going to be grounded, foul down the first base side. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, runner at second. Gehlen did have runners at second and third with 1 out, but Sydney Livermore got too far off third with that attempted bunt. And here's a ball popped up. Can anybody get there? And Olace and Thomas just ran into each other. That was a tough play. And Olace, she's hurting. She's hurting right now.
Looks like she ran into the fence.
Yeah, she ran into the fence. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Wow, well.
She's pretty tough.
That is a tough kid. Knocks a little dust off the shin pads, and she's ready to go. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at second base. Alyssa Colbeck, the batter. That's going to be ball number 2. Daisy still trying to shake it off. She ran into the fence pretty hard trying to get that pop-up in foul territory.
She's one of those players, always goes 110%.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Misses high. And, Daisy always looking down to the bases after the pitch, too. She always wants to kind of keep those runners in check. Daisy, is she a sophomore or junior?
Gonna be a senior.
Here's the full count. Foul tipped. So staying alive. 1 run in here so far in the top half of the 5th. They call the play 21-1. Do you know what play that is?
I'm going to guess changeup.
Here's the pitch. I think you were maybe right. That one ended up in the zone. Your dad would probably yell at you, "Don't be giving our plays out on the radio."
That's right.
So Josie Colbeck is the batter here today. She is 0 for 1 with the sacrifice bunt. Runners at first and second here for Gehlen. They've got 1 run in here, and that's going to miss high for ball 1. 1 run in here in the top half of the 5th. Start off with a double from Kellen, a single from Livermore, a single from Wardehoff, a pop-up, and now a walk, and a base running error. That's going to miss, and Olace keeps it in front of her. Not sure if it went off her or the home plate umpire.
Looks like it kind of bounced back in off the umpire.
2-0 the count. I've never been, I don't envy home plate umpires. They get hit quite a bit.
Right.
Here's the 2-0. Fouled straight back. 2 balls, 1 strike. And what I've heard from home plate umpires is it hurts more if it comes off the bat and comes straight back.
Really? Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, you always got to be right in the action there.
Yep.
Right behind the catcher.
2-1 the count. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Here's a ball fouled away. That's going to bring the count even. 2-2. So if
baseball field there.
So if Taylor Canuck can get a strike here, you know, in all reality, that's a pretty good inning after giving up a leadoff double, then a single.
Pretty lucky to get out of this one.
Here's the 2-2. This one's hit left field in foul territory.
Wow.
Caught. Running it down is Danica DeWitt.
Really nice catch there. Had to cover a lot of ground.
So in that half inning, Gehlen scores 1 run on 3 hits. They leave 2 runners on. We're going to go to the bottom half of the 5th, and it's going to be Katrina Todd, Daisy Olace, and Sarah Holtz. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KCHE AM 1440 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
We do it all.
At Correctionville Specialty Care, they understand that leaving your home can be a very difficult decision to make, and that's what makes Correctionville Specialty Care such a great place. Their goal is to provide a comfortable, home-like environment in everything you do. From cleanliness and decor to the meals offered and activities planned, they always have one thing in mind: you, your happiness, and your course of health. They understand. So come see the difference at Correctionville Specialty Care in Correctionville.
KCHE AM 1440. Let's go to the bottom half of the fifth. It's Katrina Todd, a lefty, to lead things off. And you're in the bottom half of the fifth, so this game getting closer and closer to that final seventh inning. If you're the River Valley Wolverines, you would love to get at least one run here to cut this thing to a one-run lead. It's 2-0. Gehlen leads. It's Katrina Todd with a 1-0 count, now a 2-0 count, as that one missed outside from Riley Schnepf. 2-0 the count to Katrina Todd. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. So it's Katrina Todd, the batter today. She's 0 for 1. She struck out on the season, a .217 hitter. So here is the pitch. And that one's popped up foul. That will get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So when do you guys start school down here at River Valley?
I've heard that we're starting a little earlier this year, but no one really knows for sure with all the COVID stuff going on. Usually it's about the 23rd.
Swing and a miss, strike 3, out number 1. I'm sure you'd like to get back to school a couple weeks sooner.
Yeah, I've been out of it for so long now I'm kind of ready to go back.
You are ready to go back, get back into that routine. And
senior year, I'd like to kind of cherish it a little bit.
Yeah, I don't blame you there one bit at all.
Only go through high school once.
Daisy Olace. Carter, you are wise beyond your years. 1-0 the count to Daisy. 311 hitter. Today she has grounded out. Plays catcher for the Wolverines. She'll dig back in. 1-0 the count to Daisy. Here's the pitch. And that ball is going to be poked out to center field. Caught for out number 2. That's allowed out there.
Looks like another one the wind kind of took.
Kind of just killed it down a little bit. Tiffany Wardhoff in center field made a good play at it. And this is going to bring up Sarah Holtz, the first baseman. Today she has struck out. She's a .333 hitter. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. Tell you, Carter, this home plate umpire keeps calling the inside part of the strike zone.
I've noticed that. He's I see that a lot of that as a trend for most umpires these days. They like to call him inside.
And here's a little blooper. Hit to second. Fielded cleanly over to first in time for out number 3. So that'll be a 4-3 in the book in the half inning. River Valley scores no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We're going to go to the top half of the 6th. That's going to be Bunkers, Foreman, and Schnepf, the batters for Lamar's Gehlen. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KCHE AM 1440 and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
FDIC.
Akron's always been pretty good, though.
Mercy One Clinic in Correctionville, Kingsley, and Anson. They care about your well-being. From simple checkups to sports physicals and even more serious conditions. Trust.
It's about caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
early on, I kind of thought that maybe I'd get a little nervous doing it, but once you get settled in, it's just...
Yeah, once you get in and, kind of find your style of play calling and things to do and, talk about in-between pitches. That's kind of the big thing.
Yeah,
And
killing time.
Softball is not quite as challenging. Baseball, if a really slow game, you can be a little bit challenging. Here is Chloe Bunkers taking a look at strike one from the left side of the plate. Bunkers is a 320 hitter this season, but the pitcher Taylor Canuck has had her number both times. Both times she's struck out. There's a ball slapped foul, third base side. So 0-2 the count here to Chloe Bunkers. It's just a 2-0 game here, top half of the sixth. River Valley just needs to kind of hunker down, get Gehlen out of the batter's box, and do work in their own batter's box. That's going to miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I forgot, I asked you last time at Ridgeview when we did a game there. Have you decided what you're going to do for college yet?
Thinking USD and like a journalism or like a business major, one of those
That'd be good.
See a lot of people around here going to USD.
That's good. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Going to a little journalism. Do you like to do a little bit of writing as well?
I've always kind of enjoyed doing that.
There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Bunkers is sat down for the 3rd time today. That's going to bring up Harley Foreman. Today she is 1 for 2. She's reached on an error, and she hit an RBI single. That was back in the 4th inning. That put the game 1-0 as she drove in Alyssa Colbeck. But now it's Foreman taking a look at, I think it was ball 1, yes. I was too busy down here looking at my my scorecard. 1-0 the count, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Jays of Gehlen Catholic. Here's a ball hit up to Canuck at second. Over to first in time. As Kaylee Canuck got it over to second in time. 4-3. So 2 quick outs brings up Riley Schnepf. Riley Schnepf, the pitcher, today is 1 for 2 with a single. Lace gets the call. Here's the pitch. Here's one grounded to Thomas at third. Over to first in time. A quick defensive inning there for the Wolverines. Just what they needed. Now they need to get some work done at the plate as they trail 2-0. Going to the bottom of the 6th. They will have the batters of 8, 9, and 1 with Deeds, DeWitt, and Taylor Canuck. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Fuller Digital Solutions and Classic Hits KCHE.
Caring for one another, loving one another, being there for family and friends. At Holstein Senior Living, we are here to provide that little extra care while you live life to the fullest. Wake up when you want. Participate in daily activities at your discretion. Eat meals on your time, which includes an all-day breakfast menu. All with the comfort of knowing there are trained professional staff available at any time for the little extra caring things that may require a helping hand. Holstein Senior Living, offering assisted and independent living options with
FDIC.
At Correctionville Specialty Care, they understand that leaving your home can be a very difficult decision to make, and that's what makes Correctionville Specialty Care such a great place. Their goal is to provide a comfortable, home-like environment in everything you do. From cleanliness and decor to the meals offered and activities planned, they always have one thing in mind: you, your happiness, and your course of health. They understand. So come see the difference at Correctionville Specialty Care in Correctionville.
KCHE AM 1440 alongside Fuller Digital Solutions. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th. River Valley needs to get some runs here as they're running out of time. As they will have the batters Izzy Deeds, Danica DeWitt, and then the top of the order, Taylor Canuck. So if you're the River Valley Wolverines, the top of your order is just around the corner, and Deeds takes a look at strike 1. 0-1 the count. 0-1 the count to Deeds. Here's the 0-1. Swung at, foul tipped into the glove. 0-2. 0-2 the count to Deeds. She's a 208 hitter this season. On deck, it's Danica DeWitt, then Taylor Canuck at the top of the order. 0-2 the count to Deeds. Here's the pitch. This one is going to be hit out into left field for a base hit. That's just what River Valley needed. Going to bring up Danica DeWitt now. So Danica DeWitt to the plate. She's a .263 hitter this season. And there's a runner at first. That's going to be looked at for ball number 1. 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count to DeWitt. Runner at first is Izzy Deeds. She just hit a single. And that's going to be ball number 2. I think that bag needs more pockets.
Yeah, there's plenty of them on there.
So the 2-0 count. Now she's going to show bunt. Pulls back. That'll be in there for a called strike. So the count is 2-1 to Danica DeWitt. Here's the pitch. And that ball